everyone, it's Tawny. It has been a hot minute since I've filmed an anti-haul video. I think after I stopped doing anti-hauls, I started doing more new makeup nonsense bingos, and then I just sort of got out of it because I realized I wasn't buying makeup, so I was like, why am I talking about buying makeup when I'm not buying makeup? But I bought some makeup recently, and I want to talk about some releases that I've bought and am going to buy, as well as just some releases that I have some thoughts about. I just kind of want to talk makeup, honestly. So first things first, I have them pulled up on my computer so I can see them, is the multi-chrome BFF cream gel liners from ColourPop. There are about 6 different shades. I'm very interested in these because I feel like they're very interesting colors, and it's a very interesting formula, just chrome things in general, like multi-chromes, duochromes, any of that. Like, I haven't really dove much into that personally, but I'm very intrigued by it because it's like right up my alley. I'm a very nude beige, like brown-eyed, like brown makeup girly, like brown eye look makeup girly, I want to say. But I am the type of person that, like, when I color code things, I color code them by rainbow. So it's like red goes first, then orange, blah, blah, blah. You know how that goes. And in my life, I'm very, like, I love, anything rainbow. I love color. I love pink, like, even though I'm wearing gray and black today. But, that's my usual, like, work attire. But at home, I'm in, like, a bright pink sweatshirt or a bright blue sweatshirt, or I'm walking around in, like, blue jeans and, like, a cute top to match it, like, so I like color. I just don't always do it with my makeup looks, but I do like to dive into it. But the purple one is really speaking to me because I feel like it leans more of that brown, which is sort of like what I, gravitate toward, but I do like purple. So I feel like that one is nice. I've heard really good things about their gel liners. I don't know if it's like the chrome ones that everybody likes or if it's just the regular gel liners, but apparently everyone thinks they're really good. So that's definitely something I need to check out because I don't do much in terms of eyeliner, but it's definitely something that I contemplate doing, and I think about buying, and I think about trying out. So it's definitely something, like, if I want to try out a good brand, a good product, I will try ColourPop because I definitely trust a lot of their products. So I feel like it would be a good brand to buy from. Next up is the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. It says it's currently available in Asia. Anytime they have a new release, it always ends up in Asia first, and then we're like the leftovers. And I know that, like, most countries, I don't want to say states, most countries and continents feel that way about the United States, and, like, I get it. We're a lot. I don't feel like I'm one of those people, but at the same time, I do like football, throw the pigskin football, not the kick the soccer ball, whatever. But I'm very intrigued by this product. It kind of seems like it would be a mixture between the Fit Me Matte foundation and the new tinted moisturizer thing that came out. I bought it and I still have yet to try it. But this looks really interesting. It's a Lumi Matte foundation, so it'll have sort of I feel like it'll be more of like a demi. I don't really know what Lumi Matte's supposed to mean. Like, it's matte, but then you're gonna get like a luminous, like, glow or tint from your skin. Like, is that what that's supposed to mean? Like, I don't know, but I'm intrigued by it, and I really like the foundation. This lavender purple, like, whatever, super cute. I really like it. I definitely want to try it whenever they bring it over to the States because I'm definitely very interested. Okay, next up is the Hydrating Longwear Concealer from Fenty Beauty. I really like the way the packaging looks just right off the bat. I feel like that's super cute. I'm definitely interested in this. I'm not sure if I'll try this just because I don't buy a lot from Fenty, and I've never tried any of their complexion products aside from a bronzer. And I think it was the powder bronzer that I tried, which I'm a powder girly. I'm not liquid gel or cream or anything. Like, I want to be, and I wish I could be because a lot of people make it look really nice, but it's just not my personal, whatever. But it says there's 50 shades, so that's pretty interesting. I think a lot of the reason I don't try more of the, like, higher up brands is just because they're more expensive, and when you try multiple products, it adds up. Like, I get 3 products and it's $90, and I'm like, I could have bought like 9 or 10 products at the drugstore for that amount. That, like, it's just hard for me to justify. Plus, when you got bills and stuff and you're trying to be an adult, like, gotta prioritize, Next up is the Louis Vuitton Tint Fetiche Le Fleude Oh my gosh, I just butchered that so badly. Please don't come after me. I have no idea how to pronounce this, but it is a new foundation. It's supposed to have an airy comfort. Wait, what does it say? Reveals a subtle enhancer for airy comfort, buildable coverage, no transfer, and a long-lasting radiant finish for 24 hours. Vegan hydrating formula. I really like that they have a lot of shades. I'm just not sure I like the shade range. I feel like the light to medium, there's a lot of variation there. There's a lot of different shades. They have warm, cool, neutral, things like that. But I feel like as you get into the darker shades, probably from like 45N and up to the 80N, it just kind of like, there's differences, but I feel like they're almost too different that people might end up having to like buy two shades to like mix them together to make them work. So I'm not really thrilled about that. I mean, I can't speak on it too much because obviously I'm a very vanilla toned girl, but I do feel like in any way that I can like influence with my like 140 some subscribers, thank you very much guys, I feel like it should just be mentioned anytime there's any kind of like issue with inclusion, that like it needs to be addressed and it needs to be dealt with, because like it isn't fair, it isn't right, it shouldn't be happening. Like I would feel that way if anything was like that with a lighter skin, you know, product not being released or something, or like I couldn't find a shade because I was too light. I feel like I would still come, you know, like I would still want somebody to fend for me in that way. So I feel like I, you know, just want to put that out there. But I do really like the packaging on the tubes. I think it's really cute, especially like the cap. I think that is like super pretty, which probably means that it's gonna be really expensive, especially since it's Louis Vuitton. Any of their products are like always super expensive, and I'm just too poor for that. So next up, it says Spotted in Kroger. This is from Trend Mood. It is the new Valentine's Day collection from, what is it? Oh, Profusion. I am very intrigued by this, and I don't have a Kroger near me. I don't think I've ever seen a Kroger store, to be honest with you. I'm very intrigued by this, hoping Walmart gets it soon, because my Walmart usually stocks up pretty good on Profusion collections. We get the newer products, you know, relatively quickly. So I'm very interested in this. I like the heart shape palette. I believe there's two of them. I like the one that has the more lavender pink like bottom to it, like where the shadows sit on it. I haven't talked makeup in a while, so excuse me if my makeup wording is crappy. It's just been a long time since I've talked to anyone about makeup, that like the wording is just not there. I've watched makeup videos, plenty of them. I've been watching Teresa's Dead a lot lately, but it's not fully there with me anymore yet. Like I've just kind of lost, you know, the last couple months I've lost it. But I really like that palette, as well as the 5-pan palette that has the little heart-shaped, oh my gosh, the little heart-shaped eyeshadows. I really like it. I really hope we get it because I really want to buy it. Kylie Cosmetics is coming out with the Powder Plush Long Wear Foundation. It's instantly blurs skin to leave you with a flawless airbrushed finish that stays put for 12 hours in 40 shades with medium buildable coverage and new foundation brush and setting spray. I feel like this is going to be expensive, honestly, just because it's Kylie. The packaging is very on brand for her. I feel like that's something the Kardashians do very well. They stay on brand. If, you know, Kim Kardashian, I'm going to talk about her in a minute, like whenever she had her makeup like way back, you know, a couple years ago, like whenever that was released, all of her eyeshadow palettes were very like neutral and beige and boring. Like in a sense, I've heard they're very good and I've honestly thought about trying them, but I feel like they just stick to what they know and do best and just keep it going, which I do have to say is like commendable. I don't know that I'm ever going to try this. I do think the shade range is nice, but I think a lot of the like light to medium shades are repeats that honestly I don't see much difference. Do you really need that many shades when they're all the same? Like it's nice to say you have like 40 shades, 50 shades, 100 shades like the Pure foundation, but I don't know. I feel like it's too much. I feel like it's overkill. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Just by looking at the shade range, it looks nice. But then again, I could be wrong. I could be dumb. I'm very naive. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Next up is the Fenty Beauty Fuchsia Flex Universal Lip Luminizer. It's their gloss bomb. When I saw this picture on Trendmood, oh my gosh, I love this so much. This is nothing I would ever wear. I like reds, don't ever wear reds, but I did get the MVP liquid lipstick. I'm very excited to try it. I've been wanting it since the Super Bowl, honestly. I feel like I need it. Same with this one. I feel like this is a nice shade. I really like the way it looks, especially in the packaging. It's just so nice, and it almost has like a goldish yellow shift to it that I feel like could be really pretty. So I'm definitely interested in trying that out. Another lip product is from Lancome. It's the L'Absolu Rouge Drama Matte Lipstick. I hate the name of that. I hate everything about that. Oh my gosh. It's just so awful. It says there's, I think, a couple different shades at $35 each. Oh, 2 brand new shades. When I saw this, I immediately thought that this was Milani and their like velvet lipsticks. I feel very bad for, was it Lancome? Did I just say Lancome? Yeah, I feel very bad for Lancome that I thought it was Milani, but I'm also super excited for Milani that their products look so luxury that I thought they were Lancome. Like, I know Lancome's more of like high end than it is luxury, but the branding and stuff just to me seems a little bit more like bougie and like old money kind of style, you know? But I don't think I'm going to try this, but I just wanted to point that out. It seems like it's the year of lipsticks, honestly. Like, January 2024 is the month of lipsticks and lip products. And I don't know where that came from, but, you know. Next up, we have the new tinted lip oil by Guerlain. These don't look bad. There's a couple different shades. I thought it said the price on there. I really like the way this looks in the packaging. The picture that where they were releasing all of it and had all of the like, it'll be over here, that has all of the colors like stacked on top is really appealing to me. I would never buy Guerlain. I cannot afford Guerlain. I feel like these are gonna be like $30 to $50 each. And honestly, with what I just said previously about like you buy 3 products, it's $90. It's not worth it to me. And I'm really not a lightweight lip girly. I like it in formula, but not so much in like the way it looks. Like, I don't like wearing just a lip gloss. I don't like lip oils. I don't like, you know, like tinted lip. Like, I want a liquid lipstick that's gonna dry down on my lips and be cakey as F. Like, I want that, like that. But this looks nice. I think it looks really cute. I think it's very pretty and really nice, but it's just not like, I'm not gonna try it. Next up is the new lip sleeping mask in Cotton Candy by Laneige. If these weren't so freaking expensive, I would buy this. I really wanted, they had a hot chocolate one. I love hot chocolate. They had a caramel apple. I really like caramel apple and the way it scents, like the way it smells. Like, I love apple scents. So like, I'm here for it. Unless it smells weird, I'm usually here for it. And I'm here for the cotton candy. I feel like I'd really like it. I feel like it'd definitely be something that'd be worth trying out. But when they're like $20, $25, even on Amazon on sale, I just can't justify buying them. And I really want to. And I wish they would sell like multiples in a set so I could buy a kit that had a bunch of like minis of them. Like, I don't even need a fancy like, you know, big with all the shades or all the, you know, flavors or whatever in like the bigger pots. I just want like little trial sizes just to try all the scents that I want. Like, make it possible, okay? Like, because I just can't afford to buy all the ones that I want. And I hate that you keep coming out with more because it's hard to, you know, it's hard to justify buying them all. And I haven't bought any of them because it's too much money. All right, next up, Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with the Hollywood Beauty Icon Lipsticks, Kissing in reds and pinks. And I'm very intrigued by this. I really like the packaging. I like the way that they have it marketed in their marketing pictures. Like, it's very, very attractive and like aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. Like, just me personally, I really like this. I will not be buying this because, again, Charlotte Tilbury is very expensive and I don't own anything by her because it's very expensive. And I would like to. I feel like a lot of their stuff is very interesting. I like their like style. I feel like it's very on par for me, like with the pinks and everything. Like, I just really like it, but just can't afford it. But something I can afford, I got lucky. I was supposed to make a payment to my student loan, like the website where I pay off my student loans. And then I got on there and the balance isn't there because I guess I got waived until like the end of January. So I don't owe the money that I thought I did. Like, I owed a different amount, which is a lot lower than the amount I thought it was. So guess who was able to buy the new Twilight and ColourPop collection. This girl right here, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have been a Twilight fan since like almost day one. Now, the books had all come out at that point. The movies were about to come out. And my friend at the time had told me about this book. And she's like, they live in forks. And I like legit was picturing people on top of like a fork. Like I could not get past it. It took me like a couple days to get past it. You know, it was hilarious to me. So I couldn't get past it. But then I read all the books. I don't know if I saw Twilight first or if I read all the books first, or so I think I read Twilight, then saw the movie, and then finished the rest of the books or something like that. But I like binged those books. Like I've never binged books like that before, but I binged those books. I never went to the midnight movie premieres, like at the movie theaters, but anytime the movie got released on DVD, we have an FYE in our mall. We did. It closed down a couple months ago, but we had an FYE in our mall that was like a big store, had a lot of like CDs, DVDs, all that kind of thing. They would have DVD release parties at midnight, the night that the DVD was going to be released. Like say like November 26th, I'm just picking a day. November 26th, movies coming out. November 25th at like 11 p.m., you could go to the mall and go to FYE and have a party, and they would do trivia. You could buy, you know, different merchandise. You could get things specific to like that just FYE had like the ability to like sell, kind of a thing. Like it was very like specific to that store, you know, and like you couldn't get it anywhere else. And my dad would take me, and it was like our thing. And I remember our FYE had moved to a different location in the mall, and it was crap. It was like the worst location it could have ever moved to. It was the worst, our FYE ever was, honestly. I only remember 3 different FYEs, and this was the worst one. This was number 2. And we went for Breaking Dawn Part 2. There was a girl in my English class who spoiled the movie for me because she went to see it the night before it came out, like at the midnight premiere at the theaters. She went and saw it and spoiled the fight scene for me, like spoiled that it happened. And that's not something that happens in the books. So, you know, it like ruins the whole, like, it spoiled the entire surprise for me at that point. I have never gotten past it, and I don't think I ever will. But yeah, so when I saw this palette was in talks of being released, I like immediately like marked the day on my phone calendar. I made sure that I was ready to go. Like I was so excited. And then whenever I found out I had the money that I could buy the products on day 1 of release, I was like super extra excited because I was like, how am I going to swing this? I'm not going to have the money. They always release the launches on a Thursday, and guess who doesn't get paid until Fridays? Me. And it was the day before payday, so it was like when you're really scrunched for money, you know. But I was able to get the eyeshadow palette. I got the body highlighter that I think is it's supposed to make you like sparkle like Edward, and then I got the highlighter that is like the vampire highlighter. I thought about getting Meadow or the Meadow or something like that. That was the other highlighter, but it was more of like a purplish tint, and I had a ColourPop Super Shock highlighter that I got rid of that was a purple one that I just didn't wear because it wasn't my thing. And I feel like I could have used this one, but I just wasn't really like feeling it, and maybe I'll pick it up if I see it like at my local Ulta or something like that, if it ever comes to my local Ulta. But I might pick it up there. And I also wanted to get the red lip oil in the shade The Bells, but as I was waiting in line, like I had all those items in my cart. I had 4 items in my cart. As I'm like waiting in line, it said, this product has been sold out. We have to remove this from your cart. And I was like, you know, I was on the fence about getting it. So it was probably the best item that they could have removed from it. So I'm like not overly mad about it, but just still mad because I couldn't get it. But I was like, if I'm going to get a red lip oil that I feel like would be a light wear red lip that's more of like a lip gloss than a liquid lipstick, I feel like I would want it from this collection. Plus it was sparkly. But you know, I can always buy another one. I can always wait until, you know, it comes to my Ulta, or I buy it on Ulta's website or ColourPop's website or whatever. Like I can wait around and buy it then. But I'm super excited to get them, and I just got confirmation this morning that my products have shipped. It's been almost a week, and they finally decided to ship my items. I'm super excited. Can't wait to get them. I'm definitely going to review them. Next up, ColourPop came out with Okay, ColourPop is coming out with a new collection for Valentine's Day. I don't have a picture of the eyeshadow palette, but I'm going to try and get it and put it up in the corner with all the other pictures, you know. I really like the way the eyeshadow palette looks. I've heard a lot of people say they really like that it has a lot more like reds and oranges and peachy tones and not just pinks, because I feel like ColourPop does a lot of pink and red, but they don't really they don't lean a lot into like, you know, more reds or orange tones or like anything even like purpley or light pink. But I'm very interested in this palette. I really like a lot of the like glitter eye products. I feel like they're really cute, especially there's a pinkish one. I'm going to try and find it to put up there. I saw a picture of that and I'm like, man, I don't buy these types of products, but like this is one that I would buy and just like hoard. I would just want it because it's pretty. You know, I have a lot of products like that. And then they're coming out with this like a blush balm. I've never heard of this before. Tell me if you've heard of this before. Maybe I'm just a noob and I just don't know this, but I've never heard of a balm that's like a cheek blush. Like I've heard of them as more of like e.l.f. has that monochromatic lip and cheek balm thing, but I've just heard of like lip balm and then it just goes on your cheeks. So maybe that's the same kind of premise. I'm not sure I like the thought of this. The formula seems like it's going to be very like you have to build it up, which might be a good thing for beginners and people like me that are, you know, just suck at makeup and we just like doing it. We put on too much and then, you know, we're red all day. But I'm not sure I'm here for that, but I don't know. I'd be interested to try it. I would try it like in store, see how I feel about it, then like think about buying it. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know. I'm definitely interested. And then I think the last up is by the SKKN, which is Kim Kardashian's brand. I think that's like skincare by Kim Kardashian, something, whatever. I don't know. But she's rebranded her makeup and she's now releasing it again. And I know a lot of people really liked the products that she had in her old palette, or her old, you know, like under her old company or whatever. A lot of people really liked, I think, her lip products and her eyeshadow palettes. I think Teresa is dead that she really likes the eyeshadow palettes. So I'm interested in like seeing if I can get my hands on some of the older ones. But she has a new palette out and it is a like neutral matte palette. The collection itself, let's talk about the way it looks with the, you know, the lip pencils, I think they're lip products. And then there's the eyeshadow palette. This is so on brand for Kim Kardashian. This is more on brand than Kylie's collection was with the pink. This is like exactly what I would expect Kim Kardashian to put out. I'd expect nothing less. I would expect no color, like no pigment, no nothing, just this. I'm sure the browns have pigment. I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm just saying color wise. There's no color coming from it other than like brown and black and, you know, beige. But honestly, who expected anything less? Because this is just so on par for her. And I'm pretty sure I saw the eyeshadow palette is $50. I thought I took a picture of it, but I guess I didn't. But $50 for an eyeshadow palette that's beige neutrals. Like, you can get a bigger palette that's the exact same concept from Dominique Cosmetics, and they have good eyeshadow like quality. I don't know about KKW, or I guess that was her old brand, and now SKKN, Kim Kardashian. Let's just call it Kim Kardashian. I don't know how good the quality is, but Dominique Cosmetics has a really good palette that does the exact same thing. I feel like there's plenty of other brands you could get neutral palettes from, but it's still just like, do you want to get it from Kim Kardashian? I think this is all I have to talk about today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section because I'm very intrigued to know what you think about all of these launches. Do you think that all of these lip products are necessary? I feel like there's too many lip products going on in the world, like just in general, even before this like mass swarm of like lip products. But maybe that's just me because I just like wearing the same old Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink liquid lipstick on my lips all the time. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you get notified when I upload my next video. Stay tuned for that one, guys, and I'll see you then. Bye.